Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The romantic curveball of hope, the devastation of Brooke Luna's great opportunity. According to previews for the upcoming week of the bold and the beautiful, Brooke Logan will experience destruction, while Hope Logan will deal with a romantic curveball. Here's what fans may anticipate as Luna Nozawa awaits her significant opportunity to pursue Will Spencer once more. Despite their intense love for one another, Will and Elektra Forrester disagree over how quickly their relationship should develop. Will is excited to move things into the bedroom, but Elektra isn't ready for such a significant step. Luna, of course, is eager to get into Will's bed. All that needs to be done is persuade Will to give in to his forbidden cravings. With Sheila Sharp's assistance, Luna will continue to plot to obtain what she desires in spite of Will's repeated rejections. Luna will eventually make some headway, so keep an eye out for any daring actions that could lead to that. Brooke appears to be about to take a devastating hit. Brooke will be devastated since it appears that Rich Forrester would stick by his promise to Taylor Hayes in spite of the showstopper's cunning. As Liam Spencer encourages Hope to get back together with Carter Walton, she will have a lot to think about. Receiving love advice from her ex-husband will be a little strange for Hope, but she could heed Liam's counsel. That is particularly relevant if Hope receives updates from Katie Logan regarding the scheme involving Daphne Rose and Steffi Forrester. Given that part of Daphne's purpose was to separate Hope and Carter, all the evidence points to Katie spilling that big news. Will anything change after Carter and Hope discover that they were the targets of manipulation? Would Hope and Carter be able to move on as a couple with this? After all the criticism, it's easy to picture Daphne departing town in shame. Daphne may return to Paris, but hopefully Carter and Hope will have a chance to attack her before. He will rely on Steffi and John Finnegan to remain silent about Liam's inoperable brain mass once he returns. Hope will grow more dubious as time goes on, but Liam will still not want anyone to know about his medical emergency. When Liam finally reveals his doctor's dire forecasts will be interesting to watch because Bill Spencer might start to suspect things himself. Is Ridge's unexpected second marriage to Taylor a calculated move against Brooke? Teasers and spoilers for the bold and the beautiful Ridge Forrester may think about getting married to Taylor Hayes once more. He might discover that it's the only way to stop Brooke Logan from interfering. Ridge is clearly still in love with Brooke, but he is unwavering in his commitment to Taylor. As Brooke wowed everyone with her remarkable performance, Taylor's fears started to show. Ridge tried to comfort Taylor by downplaying the dress's importance, but he was unable to deny the magic Brooke had spoken of. This does not, however, mean that Ridge is ready to break up with Taylor and start dating Brooke again. Ridge will be conflicted as the tale develops, but it is obvious where the story is going. B&B teasers indicate that when Nick returns in June, Brooke will need to reevaluate her future and turn to him for comfort. Although it seems that Ridge is dedicated to Taylor, it is still unclear how he can convince Brooke to resign. In regards to his partner selection, Ridge needs to figure out how to win over Taylor, Brooke, Eric Forrester, and everyone else. He might even need to persuade himself that he is capable of truly moving on from Brooke. Given everything, it's probable that Ridge will give Taylor an engagement ring as a proposal. Ridge and Taylor's possible marriage was hinted at in passing during their live stream conversation. Reacting to rumors of a big event coming up, Brooke appeared to consider the possibility of new marriage chances. Sadly, it might not be what she thinks. Although she is excited at the prospect of starting over with Ridge, her upbeat attitude could cause her to be disappointed, at least until Nick comes back to support her. Ridge may decide to pop the question to Taylor and think about getting married again soon rather than rekindling his romance with Brooke. Will this be sufficient to show Ridge's commitment and motivate Brooke to continue living her life? Future soap opera spoilers indicate that Ridge might soon change his mind about getting engaged to Taylor, so keep an eye out for any updates. Katie finds out why Daphne is in Los Angeles. Ridge was thinking about Brooke as he stood in Eric's living room. He recalled Eric's declaration that Brooke was Ridge's fate while they were on the gondola in Portofino. Ridge also recalled Brooke's appearance on the runway the previous evening. Before long, Taylor came down the stairs to congratulate Ridge on yet another great performance. She remarked, "I love to see you bask in the glow." In an attempt to put Brooke out of his mind, Ridge embraced Taylor. Acting as though she had not just learned of Liam's death, Steffi entered. She was ecstatic that the pre-sales were proceeding so smoothly after speaking with Katie. Rich claimed it was all business, but Steffi pointed out that the show's reviews were sentimental. "Aren't you and Brooke being called the first couple of fashion?" Taylor inquired. Rich defended himself to the media. He said, "It would never change how I feel about you," in an unpersuasive manner. Steffi inquired about Taylor's well-being after Rich departed for work. Her mother's discomfort over Ridge's gaze on Brooke was evident to her. Taylor assured Steffi that she wasn't insecure. She stated, "But I'm also not naive." Although Taylor was aware that her relationship with Ridge was in jeopardy, she refused to allow Brooke to re-enter Ridge's life. Katie and Eric spent a lot of time in Brooke's living room talking about the fashion show and how stunning Brooke looked in that iconic Portofino gown. After Eric made sure Brooke modeled the showstopper, Katie praised him for a job well done. "Hopefully, it did the trick and you two will be back together in no time," stated Eric. Eric told his sisters-in-law how wonderful he was again after Katie and Brooke complimented him on it, and then he informed them he had to leave for work. "I want to hear what Ridge has to say after seeing you in the surprise showstopper," Eric said. When Brooke and Katie were alone, Katie's only option was to boast about the fashion show's overwhelmingly positive social media reception. "I'm really talking about the posts about you and Ridge," admits Katie. "It was very positive the way he looked at me on the runway," Brooke acknowledged. Ridge went home with Taylor, but she remained optimistic. Katie was telling her sister, "I think you need to prepare yourself that things are going to change. When the two of you locked eyes, it was extraordinary," she continued. Brooke was happy too. "I have to say that when Ridge looked at me after all this time that we've been apart, it was pure magic," Brooke admitted. "That's how the audience perceived it," Katie noted. Brooke was practical too. "Taylor will not give up. When we were both confined in the vault together, she made that extremely evident," Brooke groaned. Katie was unconcerned. Katie was certain that Ridge was this close to going back to Brooke after the runway incident. Carter caught a smell of Daphne's perfume at Forrester Creations as she walked up to him. The perfumes complemented the fashion line flawlessly. "That's all you did," Carter said. Daphne maintained that the fashion show's success was Carter's fault. "It's obvious that the show's success was greatly influenced by your expansion proposal. Being a part of your vision both now and in the future makes me very happy," Daphne exclaimed. Carter thanked Daphne for encouraging him to trust his instincts. Zend waited just outside the door. "We have to focus on the future and what you and I can build together," Daphne remarked. After making his presence known, Zend informed Carter that Will was trying to find him. Zend had some time alone with Daphne after Carter left to visit Will. "What have I just seen? You seem to be moving in to kiss Carter," Zend said. "Daphne, do you actually have feelings for Carter?" he inquired. Daphne acknowledged that she was taken aback by her emotions. "I don't do that either. Fall in love with a man," she said. Then with Katie watching and listening, Zend revealed the game. "I understand painfully why you traveled to Los Angeles. I am fully aware of your scheme with Steffi to separate Hope and Carter," he remarked. Daphne acknowledged that she truly had feelings for Carter. Zend cautioned Daphne and vowed not to reveal to Carter why she had actually traveled to Los Angeles. "If this gets out, it will affect more than just you and Carter," added Zend. Katie went over to ask Zend what was in her perfume after she left. "Making a potion must be similar to this. Something to control someone," she grinned. "Someone like Carter Walton." Eric later discovered Ridge working on further designs in his office. In order to speak with his father, Ridge asked Eric to shut the door. When Ridge remarked, "I want to ask you about this showstopper stunt you pulled," Eric smiled. Ridge disliked being caught off guard. In that gown, Eric said he saw awe, admiration, and love in Ridge. Despite Eric's insistence that it was the right thing to do, and I'd do it again, Ridge remained irritated. Eric didn't care. "You didn't just witness a woman in a spectacular. You saw what's in your heart," Eric asserted. Ridge told Eric that he had made a commitment to Taylor and had no plans to let her down. "I caused this woman a great deal of pain throughout her life. I'm going to stop doing it," Ridge demanded. Though Taylor wasn't Brooke, Eric acknowledged that he respected Ridge's devotion to her. "And I'm happy about that, since she has never failed me," She has never betrayed me, yelled Ridge. Eric countered. Brooke also had a broken heart. Before assuring Ridge that Brooke was prepared to forgive him, Eric said, "You have to take responsibility for that. You cannot deny that your future is with Brooke," Eric continued.